So I've learned something new about my apartment. I don't have absolute control over the heat. Again. But it's 70 degrees in here. Way better than 85, I gotta tell you. So, don't really care that much. So did anybody watch the second presidential debate? Trick question. There was no fucking second presidential debate. See, 40 seconds. I'm 40 seconds in. God damn it. So, yeah. No debate. And why? Well, circumstances surrounding the debate were extraordinarily suspect. Like, we know that the moderator is going to be against Donald Trump. We just know that. Like, that's a given. Like, we know that. It's been the way it's been the whole time. It's been. So fucking what? You know, we knew that going in. We know that going in. They're gonna softball Joe Biden questions because Joe Biden can't answer tough questions, and they're gonna really hammer Donald Trump and argue with him about shit, and they're gonna ask him a bunch of dumb fuck shit, and they're gonna ignore everything that he says and then say he's not saying anything that he needs to say. So we all knew what was going to come. And the fun of it was to see how Donald Trump reacts to it. How crazy it gets him, how fast he goes crazy, and how fucking wild it goes from there, right? That's the fun. I was hoping to get a debate in the first debate. We didn't get a debate. We got goofiness. And now I'm kind of like, well, I expect goofiness. So now I kind of want to see the goofiness. We don't get to see the goofiness. Why? Well, first, Donald Trump got sick. So Joe Biden can't be on the stage with Donald Trump because Donald Trump's sick. Right? Joe Biden can be on stage with the other guy that was doing the town hall, but he can't be on stage with Donald Trump because Donald Trump is going to ask him about his son. So, you know, can't do that. So, okay, we'll do a virtual thing. That way, Donald Trump can continue to try and play by the rules because that's what we do. And Joe Biden can have, you know, every fucking reporter in the world holding flashcards for him so that way they can say, well, we had a bunch of reporters in the room and they all said it was legit, right? And they'll just sit and hold flashcards for him and read off numbers to him and shit like that. And he can do his teleprompter and whatnot and so on. And yeah, that'd be fantastic. Except it'd be bullshit. So Donald Trump says, no, fuck that. We ain't doing that shit. I ain't agree to that shit. I agreed to a fucking debate. We're having a fucking debate. We're not doing a virtual fucking debate. I agree to a fucking virtual debate. And they said, well then fuck you, we ain't having a debate. And then the moderator, he started tweeting shit to fucking never Trumpers. People that used to work for Trump, that got fired by Trump, that now hate Trump. Right? So he's tweeting one of these dudes for advice on how to handle Donald Trump. Okay, well what just happened there? And then he says, I got hacked. This is all this big right-wing trick to make me look like a partisan. Okay, I lied about getting hacked. So the second debate moderator was a partisan piece of shit fucking liar. No debate. What are we going to do instead? We're going to do a couple of dueling town halls, as they called it, over and over and over again. And I'm like, I don't care. You want to know what I did? I played Subnautica. I had a great night, man. I played the shit out of Subnautica. It was a lot of fun. Then the next morning, I woke up, went to work, and I got to hear highlights. Savannah Guthrie is very pretty. I'll say that. I would love to fuck her face. Except now, it would be a little more violent because she annoyed the shit out of me. Are you willing to denounce white supremacy? Yeah. Yes, I denounce white supremacy. Because you've been very hesitant to do so. I denounce white supremacy. I denounce it. I denounce it. What do you want from me? I denounce it. I've done it again and 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 again. What the fuck are we doing? Why are you asking me this stupid fucking question again? Well, it's just because you refuse to answer it. I've answered it for you 10 times in the past 20 seconds. What do you want? I just want you to denounce white supremacy. I do! I just don't understand why it's so hard for you. What? Like, that was the town hall. Literally. And there was one funny thing. I saw this when I was watching highlights. Is that a phone? Okay. I saw it when I was watching highlights. Somebody, one person, one time commented it on in the news the next day, and it made me laugh. There was, in the shot of Donald Trump, if you look over his left shoulder, be looking at him your right. If you look, there's a black lady in the crowd, right? And she's wearing a bright red mask. You cannot miss her, right? Obviously kind of a Trump supporter. She's wearing a bright red fucking mask. The only thing it's missing is 4 letters in white to make it more obvious. That's it. But it's a bright red fucking mask. And every time Donald Trump says anything, makes any point, whatever, she's sitting there going... And I was laughing my ass off because Savannah Guthrie's doing her dumb fuck. I'm a retard and I'll ask retarded questions because the people who watch me don't think I'm retarded. They're as retarded as I am. So I'm going to ask you retarded questions. And, not Down syndrome, whatever. And Donald Trump is like losing his fucking mind. And there's this black lady behind him going, just agreeing with everything he said. And what was funny, I didn't see it myself. Personally, I didn't notice it because I didn't watch the whole town hall. But somebody, the guy that mentioned it on the news, he said that like as the town hall continued, people around that lady started to also nod. And I'm like, yeah, there you go. If you actually like listen to the man, pay attention to what he says, like don't filter it through a filter of bullshit before you know, let it register what it means. Like if you take it on face value, listen to what he says. He says a lot of very agreeable shit to most normal fucking people. And it doesn't surprise me that there's more people nodding in the room as the whole thing goes on. Even with Savannah Guthrie's dumbass fucking Savannah Gunther. Where's my I have pants on. Where's here it is. Alright, I got her. I got Savannah Gunther. Ready? Savannah Gunther. So here she is, Savannah Gunther. And hello, I'm Savannah Gunther. So yeah, fucking Savannah Gunther is doing dumb shit, and even through that, Donald Trump's message is still cutting through like a fucking ninja strike. Love that man. So, and then you turn over to Joe Biden's debate, and they're like, "How you doing, Joe?" And he's like, "I'm doing fantastic." And they're like, "Oh, what a wonderful president you'll make." And they're just softballing him questions. Apparently, they didn't ask him anything about the New York Post. Got it right this time. New York Post article. They didn't ask him a goddamn thing about that. They didn't ask him shit about his son or any of that fucking shit. They asked him if he's gonna pack the Supreme Court, and they're like, and he's like, "I'm not gonna answer that shit." And he's like, "Don't you think that people deserve to know?" And he goes, "Of course people deserve it, because of course people deserve to know." And he's like, "But I ain't gonna tell them." And they're like, what are you gonna tell us before the election? Are you gonna tell us before people start voting? And he's like, "Of course I'm gonna tell you guys before the election." Bitch, ain't gonna tell us before the election. If he does, it's gonna be on the election, November 3rd. He'll come out in the morning and say, yes, I'm going to pack the shit out of the Supreme Court. And then, right, that's good enough. I kept my word. I told you guys before you started voting. Except, in my state, voting began on the 6th. Like, early voting began on the 6th of this month. Like, a couple weeks ago. You're late, Joe, and you're a fuckhead. And I see through you. That bullshit. Dude, if somebody asked me, if Maisie Harona asked me, have you ever sexually assaulted somebody? And I said, I'm not going to answer that. And they said, why? And I said, because if I answered that, that would be the headline of every newspaper tomorrow. Because the headline isn't going to be, he says no. Like, the headline's going to be, he said, yeah. That's how that works. I'm not fucking stupid. Are you going to pack the court, Joe? I'm not going to answer that because it'll be tomorrow's headline in every newspaper. Because the answer's yes, right? Because if the answer's no, wouldn't you want that to be the headline? When asked, Joe Biden said, no, of course I'm not going to pack the court. It's stupid. Why would I do that? What a fantastic headline. Of course, if the headline is Joe Biden says, yes, he will pack the court. He will rig the system. He will take away your rights. That's a fucking headline you don't want. So if Joe Biden doesn't want the headline, what do you think the answer is? Big old fat yes. So, but of course, not pressed on that. Not led down that logical path of, do you not want to answer because the answer is yes? That's a pretty bad headline, Joe. Is that what you're telling me? That would have been a great follow-up. And to see the look on his face if you were ever actually asked that by somebody would be fucking outstanding. But we're never, ever, 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 ever going to get somebody asking him that question directly except for Donald Trump. And every question that Donald Trump asks him, he just laughs at, looks down like he's fucking ashamed, and then doesn't answer it. So, that's what I got from the town halls. Joe Biden is a corrupt, criminal piece of shit that doesn't care about you, me, or anybody else other than him fucking self. And Donald Trump is still the underdog being attacked at all sides, ignored, purposefully misunderstood, and yet still seems to be getting through to people. The important people. You guys. The citizenry. He's still getting through. I like what things are happening. I like how things are going. I am still not changing my prediction from fucking months ago. Donald Trump, big time, big league. And I'm thinking that a lot of people in the Senate and the House are going to get voted out. I'm still thinking that we're gonna pull the hat trick off. I'm still just seeing it. Like everybody's like I get what's going on. A lot of people are doing like Lindsey Graham is coming out and saying, man, Joe Biden's really got a chance. Yeah, of course. Because he wants to make sure that all of the voters don't go, dude, we're totally gonna win. And like think that their vote doesn't matter that much, that they can just kind of go and not go. No. You gotta go. You gotta vote. You gotta make, man. Like this would be the fucking year to see like 60% voter turnout. Wouldn't that be something? Because I think it's only like 20%, 30%, something like that. Like that's the only amount of people in our country that vote. So, like, it would be so cool if it was like 60, 70% of people. and it was resoundingly Trump, that would be a fucking message that the Democrats just could not ignore. That would be a message that businesses, large corporations, Nike, right, Gillette, these companies could not ignore. There's no fucking way that YouTube would ignore a 70% voter turnout for Donald Trump, and if Donald Trump wins by like 30 points. Never gonna happen. None of that's gonna happen. I'm dreaming really fucking big. But if you're gonna dream big!